On Monday, October 18th, the Gilsland Farm Audubon Center in Falmouth hosted a visit from Misson wolves, which gave visitors an opportunity to interact with wolves and learn about their habits. Eric Hynes, Maine Audubon staff naturalist, described the visit of Misson wolves.
Maine Audubon is a nonprofit wildlife conservation organization here in the state of Maine, and we're excited today to welcome Misson Wolf. Misson Wolf is a program based in Colorado where they help rescue wolves and educate people about wolves and wolf habitat and conservation. And they're here today with us. They've got an adult female, the alpha female of the pack, Maggie, and there's also a wolf hybrid to show the differences, as well as 3 6-month-old puppies.
Ted Koffman, Executive Director of Maine Audubon, explained the importance of the Misson wolves visit.
And I'm thrilled today to be host with Maine Audubon of the wolf visit, a visit from 3 pups and 2 adults who come annually to share information about wolves and about their circumstances in the United States, the reintroduction of wolves in the West, and their habits and their ecology, and watching them interact is just so fascinating. They're such beautiful animals, and these wolves in particular are very affectionate. We sat together in a circle, and the wolves came up to us and looked in our eyes and licked our noses and sort of bonded with us. It was very interesting experience. And Maine Audubon is all about education, and when you can bring the public in touch with wolves like this, as well as other wildlife, it's very valuable. I think it's very transformative to listen to the wolves howl, which we did today.
Kent Weber, director and founder of Misson Wolves, has traveled across the country educating people about the great value wolves have with the environment.
And we're here in Maine celebrating the potential recovery of wild wolves to Maine. Misson Wolf is a sanctuary for captive wolves. We travel and do education nationwide, and we've learned that most humans are terrified of wolves. And it's sad, but humans destroy the things that we're confused about or afraid of. And we've learned that when people learn about things, they're not afraid of it. And that's what we're here to do, is to let people understand that wolves don't eat people. They're not something to be afraid of. And actually, there's amazing benefits they can do for all people and all creatures by being at the top of the food chain. The other side of life is so many people like wolves now. They think they're cute and cuddly, and they want a wolf to live in their house and act like a dog. And of course, when they're puppies, they're cute, but when they grow up, they don't act like a dog, and most are dead within 2 to 3 years. So we're traveling to teach people about the true nature of wolves, that they're not bloodthirsty killers, and also to teach people that wild is in the woods. It does not belong in your backyard. And Maine is one of the few states left in the entire country that has habitat that could support many wild wolves. In fact, you keep getting wolves that come back to Maine. They travel from Canada, they make it on their own, they're feeling all of the extra food you guys have, the moose and the deer that are everywhere here, and yet people confuse them with the coyote and they shoot them. So what we're trying to do is give people knowledge and education so that they can see the difference of a wolf, a large canine that's social, afraid of humans, versus a coyote, a small canine that's a scavenger, lives by itself. And of course, once we killed the wolves, you've got coyotes everywhere. They're in New York, they're in Chicago, they're in Los Angeles. But what we're learning is when the wolves recover, they kill coyotes. And when they kill the coyotes, that means there's more food for all the other smaller animals that the coyotes have been out competing. We've learned that wolves make deer and elk and moose do one thing: run. And when a moose runs, your vegetation gets to grow. The moose doesn't get to transmit its diseases. And the next thing we know, that the trees are getting bigger, they're putting more shade on the ground. The moose and the deer, they aerate the ground when they run across it. And the next thing we find, that when you get an environment with a wolf, you get an environment that has a healthy stream. When you have a healthy stream, you've got future for humans and every other creature. So that's what Misson Wolf is we're here to show you the difference between a wolf and a dog. And again, our job is one, to put ourselves out of business, to see wolves in cages slowly disappear. And the day that humans stop keeping wolves in cages, we can tear down the fences at our sanctuary, and that'll be the day that the students in Maine can go to your own Baxter State Park and hear a wild wolf howl, not at the Audubon Center on a leash.
At the Gilsland Farm Audubon Center, this is Steve Horocek reporting for Community Update.